What's up YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be hunting two $500 boxes of half dollars that I've recently ordered from my local Fifth Third Bank. Now, why are we hunting these half dollars, you may ask yourself? Well, we are mainly looking for silver. Now, silver half dollars are making their way back into the system all the time. People are dropping off rolls of half dollars, not looking what's inside. Coin collections are being inherited. People don't know what to do with them and they're turning them back into the bank. Those coins get re-rolled, they end up back in these boxes, and coin roll hunters like myself, we order them from the bank, we go through them, and we look for that ever-elusive silver. Now, we're also on the hunt for various mint errors and varieties, so we'll talk about those throughout the video, assuming we find one. And I'm just really looking forward to getting into this box because this year's been a very good year to me when it comes to hunting for silver. So let's jump into it. So I'm going to go ahead and open up these first 5 to 10 rolls on camera just so you guys can see me open them, and if we happen to get lucky and find some silver early, you'll see me open it on camera, because usually after the first 10 rolls, I go off camera and only bring you in when we do come across something interesting. And I much prefer to show you guys the finds as we're opening the rolls. It's something that's very hard to do when you go through as many coins as I do. And looks like we've already got a find. This is a 2013 Philadelphia. Now, for those of you that are new to coin roll hunting or new to coin collecting, 2002 through 2020 were considered NIFC coins. That stands for not intended for circulation. That means those coins were produced by the mint and typically in mint sets or by rolls and designed to be sold to collectors. But they ended up getting sold to collectors, and then those collectors ended up turning them into the bank, or the Fed ended up releasing rolls to the bank, and then they made their way to people like us. So these are not supposed to be in circulation, but when you find them, it's pretty cool because they're also super low mintage. Now you'll see here we've got a 2021 Philadelphia half dollar, and you may ask, why does it end at 2020? Well, due to COVID, a lot of 2021 and 2022 boxes were released to the Fed during those years, and they were no longer considered not intended for circulation by things like Red Book and other coin collectors. So 21 and 22, we do not count. We don't keep them. They're still relatively low mintage because really, when's the last time you went to a bank or a store or a gas station and somebody had half dollars? It's actually pretty rare. Now, I put this down real quick because we may actually have a silver right here in the middle of this roll. If you can see it right there, it could be, we call those fakers. 1971s and 74s sometimes have this look, and you get faked out, but this looks like a silver, and it's not. It's actually a faker, a 1974. Now, there is an error in the 71 and 74, I believe, and it might be in the Denver, though, where this was misstruck on a silver planchet, and the only way to tell the difference is to weigh it. So I'm going to grab my scale, and we are going to weigh it. So let's see right here. Now, it would be 11.5 grams, I think, if it were made of silver. And hopefully you guys can see that on camera, but it's 11.1. So this is a just standard clad half dollar with just a really gray edge. So apologies for getting excited, but that really did look like silver upon opening the roll. Now, I did mention NIFCs. We're also looking for a bunch of other varieties, and we are looking for silver. And I have a document or a coin roll hunt checklist in the description below this video where you can download that and use it for your own coin roll hunts or use it to follow along with this one. In there, you'll find everything from pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, even Sacagawea and presidential dollars, as well as half dollars. And that is free for you to download and use. Now, silver, if you're unfamiliar with what years are silver, your 1965 to 1970 are 40% silver, and anything 1964 and earlier is made of 90% silver. And what I'm doing right now is called edge hunting. I'm literally going through these, just looking at the edges to determine if we have any silver in here. And I actually do have a 1964 here off on the side that I kept aside just to show you what it looks like. That's what a 90% silver coin looks like in the middle of a $50 roll. It jumps right out at you. It's like white or a gray or a silvery color, and it just jumps right out at you. So it's really easy to see just from looking at the edges. Now, to find your varieties and errors and even your NIFCs, obviously you have to look at each coin. You got to look at the face, you got to look at the date, you have to know what you're looking for, and that's where that checklist comes in. So I will usually, not even usually, almost always go back after I go off camera and go through every coin, and if I do find something of interest, I'll bring you in and we'll talk all about it. So here's roll number 9. We may have a few other NIFCs in there that I'm just not pulling out. All right, so nothing jumping out of those first 10 rolls. Like I said, I'll go through these and I'll bring you in if we find something interesting. We are well into box number 1. I'm actually on roll number 45 right now, and I haven't brought you in a good long while. I did show you guys finding the two 2013s in roll like 3 or 4 when we first opened the box, and somewhere around roll 20 or 21 we found this 2015 Denver, just another NIFC. But we did come across something kind of interesting here in roll 45, and it's something I've never found, at least this particular design, before. This is a Panamanian $50 from 2013, República de Panama, Media Balboa. So I don't know a lot about these, but I do love the designs they have on them. This is just a design I have not seen on the back. Normally you just get the head. That's on the quarter and the other $50 designs I've seen. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to do a little bit of research, and if I find that this is rare or you know, maybe a proof coin, because it does have a little bit of a mirror finish. You can see the light reflecting there. I'll come back and we'll talk all about it. So this did turn out to be a pretty interesting coin. As I said a second ago, it's a 2013 Balboa from Panama. And according to Numismatics, it is a copper nickel clad coin. So it's basically made like the American $50. It's actually a commemorative. It's the 500th anniversary of the discovery of the Pacific Ocean. You'll see on here that the translation on the back actually translates to 500 years of the discovery of the South Sea. It was made by the Royal Canadian Mint. So for those of you that wonder how silver gets into circulation, the same way coins like this do, right? Somebody dumped it in a coin machine or put it in a coin roll. No one noticed it at the bank. It went back into like a Brinks or a Loomis or wherever, went through the machine and got rewrapped. Now, something else that's really cool is the mintage. It is super, super low mintage at 3 million. Now, mine may be XF condition here at $1.90. I don't know if I buy that, but still pretty cool. Even in uncirculated, it's only worth $3. So not a super valuable coin, even if it was in pure uncirculated condition. It's probably, I probably couldn't get 50 cents for it. So it is something I'll hang on to because I do like to hang on to the sort of rare and foreign and interesting things that I find while coin roll hunting. So anyhow, just wanted to show you that because it is interesting, it is different, and it is a commemorative, which I thought was cool. So we didn't find anything else in those last 5 rolls, so we're going to end that box just with those two 2013s, a 2015, and that pretty cool commemorative Balboa. And now we're going to get into box number 2. Okay, well, like box number 1, we're going to go ahead and quickly just open and get through 10 rolls of box number 2. And if we don't find anything, we'll just fast forward through it all. And here is roll number 10. Those first 9 rolls, not really much to show. And roll number 10 looks like all clad. All right, well, I'll bring you guys in, hopefully, when we find something in this box. So I was opening the next 5 rolls, and I saw this by edge hunting, but when I laid it out, I went ahead and pulled it to the side here for you. And like box number 1, our first find is going to be a 2013 Denver NIFC in pretty darn good shape. So we're opening rolls 31 through 35, and on 34, I got it open and noticed we had a really thick, shiny edge here. And sometimes those are like mint set coins that have been broken out and put in circulation, or they could just be really nice coins from the mint. But this one actually ended up being a proof. It's been circulated. We got lots and lots of fingerprints on it, but typically that would be a mirror finish. You can still see it around the edges where fingerprints couldn't quite get to. You can also tell from the frosted finish. The details all have a frosty finish on them, so that's what your proofs look like. Let's see what we got here. We've got ourselves a 1978 San Francisco. We'll get in there. You can see that is an S mint mark. We'll put it here under the scope, make it easier to see. There it is. And you can see that real mirror finish there on the front of the coin reflecting off my microscope there. So pretty nice coin. Not really a whole lot of value behind it because it is circulated. We got fingerprints all over it, but still not supposed to be in circulation. Somebody busted this out of a mint set and spent it. Now, they did make silver proofs, not in the 70s they didn't, but when you get into the later years, 90s and 2000s, there are silver San Francisco proofs, so you always want to check that edge when you find one and see if you've got an all silvery edge. Like I said, though, in the 70s, you're safe. They didn't make any silver proofs as far as I know. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they did not. So we'll put that on the board as a find, and I did come across like another, it was a 2005, like a couple 3 or 4 rolls ago, but it's just because it was an NIFC and we've already found one, I did not bring you in. So we're still getting through rolls 31 through 35 there, and we've got rolls 34 and 35 left, and I'm stopping here to show you we came across another NIFC, a 2003 Philadelphia, in pretty good shape. So that gives us 3 NIFCs on the hunt and our 1 proof. We're getting through roll number 35, and we've come across our next NIFC. It is a 2020 Denver. So let's go ahead and film opening these last 5 rolls out of this box, just in case we get some final roll silver here. As you can see, we're at the end. We have found a couple of additional NIFCs along the way. I didn't pull you guys in for all of them. Oh, we got another proof. We've got a proof. 1972, really beat up San Francisco proof. And again, you can tell just from the finish on the coin that it is, in fact, a 1972 S. We've got another one for the board. And roll number 50, last chance for some silver. And we got none. All right, well, let me get through these coins and we'll do a quick wrap up. Well, we got through those last 5 rolls without finding anything else. If you're paying attention here, there is a 2014 in here, which I don't think I brought you in and showed you, but we did also have that 2014. Looks like it is a Denver. I'll put the mintage on the screen for you since we skipped it. But as you can see, not every box is a winner when it comes to finding silver with half dollars. And that's one of the common questions I see on YouTube. It's something I do see in the comments. You know, just getting a box of half dollars or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 doesn't mean you're going to find silver. I have gone 28 boxes in a row twice in the same year without finding silver. So if you if you're new to the hobby and you're going to try it out, don't get discouraged if that first box or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 doesn't have any silver in it. That is actually very, very common. So these were 2 boxes that were actually kind of fun. We did find some NIFCs. If you're filling out books or working on a collection, we did pretty well. We got 5 NIFCs here in box number 2. We had 3 in box number 1. So these would at least be some book fillers if we were working on a collection. Of course, finding these 2 proofs, that's always fun. I mean, they're not really a lot of value in them, again, unless you're looking for book fillers in a collection. I hang on to most of the proofs that I get unless they're in really bad shape. This guy may go back because he's pretty busted. but like something like this, I always hang on to. Just to remind you guys, I just mentioned it a second ago, had 3 other NIFCs from box number 1. And honestly, the coolest thing I think we found in this whole hunt was this 2013 commemorative Balboa. This is something I'll definitely hang on to. Again, not tons and tons of value here, but that's part of the reason we coin roll hunt, right? We're looking for varieties and errors and interesting coins and things that honestly aren't supposed to be in the box, and this is one of them. So I think it's a pretty neat coin, and it'll just go in a flip and go in my collection. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know. Drop on down below, click that like button, and leave me a comment. If you have another channel or you have a Facebook group or something and you enjoyed this one, make sure you do share this video as well. If you're new to the channel and you like coin roll hunts, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I release a new video, because I try to do anywhere from 1 to sometimes 3 or 4 coin roll hunts a week. So if you do enjoy watching coin roll hunts, I'm a channel you need to be following. So with that said, I really appreciate all my monthly channel members. Thank you guys so much for donating every month to the channel. It really helps me out. If you're interested in the membership levels, check down below the video. There is a join button. When you click on that, you'll have an option to review each of the membership levels and see what it's all about. I'm trying to think. I've got a small mini dollar hunt coming up, and I wasn't able to find a lot of coins this weekend, so I'll be hitting the banks next week, hopefully finding some more coins for you guys. So with that said, you take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.